Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. What is a friend? A single soul dwelling in two bodies. Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. Happiness depends upon ourselves. Anybody can become angry, that is easy, but to be angry with the right person, and to the right degree, and at the right time, and for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not within everybody's power, and is not easy. Excellence is never an accident. It is always the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. It represents the wise choice of many alternatives. Choice, not chance, determines your destiny. Wishing to be friends is quick work, but friendship is a slow ripening fruit. Happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, the whole aim and end of human existence. Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them, for these only gave them life, those the art of living well. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Those who know, do. Those that understand, teach. He who has overcome his fears will truly be free. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. The aim of art is to represent not the outward appearance of things, but their inward significance. It is not enough to win a war, it is more important to organize the peace. The high-minded man must care more for the truth than for what people think. To write well, express yourself like the common people, but think like a wise man. One swallow does not make a summer, neither does one fine day. Similarly, one day or brief time of happiness does not make a person entirely happy. Learning is not child's play. We cannot learn without pain. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. For the things we have to learn, before we can do them, we learn by doing them. The more you know you don't know. All human actions have one or more of these 7 causes: chance, nature, compulsion, habit, reason, passion, and desire. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Without friends, no one would want to live, even if he had all other goods. Dignity does not consist in possessing honors, but in the consciousness that we deserve them. Wise men speak when they have something to say, fools speak because they have to say something. Excellence is an art won by training and habituation. We do not act rightly because we have virtue or excellence, but we rather have those because we have acted rightly. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Misfortune shows those who are not really friends. Learning is an ornament in prosperity, a refuge in adversity, and a provision in old age. All persons ought to endeavor to follow what is right and not what is established. Comedy aims at representing men as worse, tragedy is better than in actual life. Courage is the first of human qualities, because it is the quality which guarantees the others. Poetry is finer and more philosophical than history, for poetry expresses the universal, and history only the particular. Time crumbles things, everything grows old under the power of time, and is forgotten through the lapse of time. Men acquire a particular quality by constantly acting a particular way. You become just by performing just actions, temperate by performing temperate actions, brave by performing brave actions. It is of the nature of desire not to be satisfied, and most men live only for the gratification of it. The weak are always anxious for justice and equality. The strong pay no heed to either. Men create gods after their own image, not only with regard to their form, but with regard to their mode of life. These virtues are formed in man by his doing the actions. The good of man is a working of the soul in the way of excellence in a complete life. With respect to the requirement of art, the probable impossible is always preferable to the improbable possible. Democracy arose from men's thinking that if they are equal in any respect, they are equal absolutely. Bad people are in conflict with themselves. They desire one thing and will another, like the incontinent who choose harmful pleasures instead of what they themselves believe to be good. Man is a goal-seeking animal. His life only has meaning if he is reaching out and striving for his goals. Moral excellence comes about as a result of habit. We become just by doing just acts, temperate by doing temperate acts, brave by doing brave acts. Tolerance and apathy are the last virtues of a dying society. The self-indulgent man craves for all pleasant things and is led by his appetite to choose these at the cost of everything else. With the truth, all given facts harmonize, but with what is false, the truth soon hits a wrong note. It is also in the interests of the tyrant to make his subjects poor. The people are so occupied with their daily tasks that they have no time for plotting. The beauty of the soul shines out when a man bears with composure one heavy mischance after another, not because he does not feel them, but because he is a man of high and heroic temper. The life of money-making is one undertaken under compulsion, and wealth is evidently not the good we are seeking, for it is merely useful, and for the sake of something else. At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst. It is their character indeed that makes people who they are, but it is by reason of their actions that they are happy or the reverse. Happiness does not lie in amusement. It would be strange if one were to take trouble and suffer hardship all one's life in order to amuse oneself. In poverty and other misfortunes of life, true friends are a sure refuge. The young they keep out of mischief, to the old they are a comfort and aid in their weakness, and those in the prime of life they incite to noble deeds. Anyone can get angry, but to do this to the right person, to the right extent, at the right time, with the right motive, and in the right way, that is not for everyone, nor is it easy. Even that some people try deceived me many times. I will not fail to believe that somewhere, someone deserves my trust.